As some of you know, the Oil Derrick Tower just released, as well as some pretty scummy deals, discounting towers that aren't worth buying or just aren't even that good. But in this video specifically, I want to focus on just Oil Derrick. Oil Derrick, in my opinion, is one of, if not the worst designed tower in any TD game on Roblox. Aside from the shitty anime TD games, I don't really count this as TD games since they're just anime gambling slop. And just a quick disclaimer, sorry for the lack of uploads recently. Me and Cost have been struggling with school, and mixed with a massive lack of content in either game, it slowed us down a ton. Sorry. First, Oil Derrick stalls out games, far longer than it should. If you skip a wave with Top Path Oil Derrick, you make $557 you make like $3,000 for a tower that costs $90,000 to max. That is genuinely terrible, and it makes it worse than towers like Farm, where you just skip the wave and make way more money. Like, to make the max amount of money you can with Oil Derrick, you have to wait out all the waves. This makes that towers like Golden Mobster, Farm, and depending on other waves, even normal Mobster, better towers for making money, since Golden Mobster has the bounty abilities and Farm just makes cash at the end of wave. This makes Oil Derrick games go incredibly slow and forces them to be, for it to actually be a worthwhile tower, which in my opinion is god-awful design, since a lot of times in this game you want to go fast as possible to maximize the rewards per hour, or in cases like Nightmare Mode, you want to have Golden Mobster because it's an early game defense while also giving you more money. You might think, oh, but if it goes slow, it's actually good, right? Not really. It's way too expensive to get to the point where it actually makes serious cash, and by the time it does, you aren't really able to maximize its value anymore because you aren't stalling out late game waves nearly as much because they're just going to start killing your towers. This makes Oil Derrick genuinely terrible because it ends up stalling games for low to mediocre levels of cash that you could have gotten with one Golden Mobster bounty ability on like a Predator. Also, if you're enjoying, please subscribe. It helps us a lot, and we really appreciate it. Thank you. Next, Oil Derrick's gold bonus is nearly worthless. Oil Derrick is a crystal tower, and crystal towers in general are a lot harder to get than just normal gold towers, since Nightmare Mode requires good towers to be easily and consistently. The problem is that by the time you are able to beat Nightmare easily and consistently, and are even able to get Oil Derrick, gold probably isn't hard to get anymore, and you probably already have a lot lying around, or a lot of gold towers already bought. So this makes Oil Derrick's gold bonus feel pretty terrible, especially when like you could just solo game modes and make gold way faster by just not using it. You could probably solo elite mode very easily with pretty mediocre tier towers, make 1,000 gold, and just keep doing that over and over again instead of bringing terrible Oil Derrick and investing $100,000 into it just to get an extra 200. Not only is this bonus super low, but it makes you use a tower that sometimes feels like a wasted tower slot when you could have just brought an economy tower. It ends up just feeling like a terrible compensation for going slower. I think they should have changed this to a 10% rewards increase rather than just a flat 200 gold, because in general it feels like Oil Derrick doesn't really do much, and the 200 gold when you beat something like Expert doesn't even give you that much, and the 200 gold doesn't even stack anyway. So in general, it's just a terrible compensation for bringing such a trash tower. Next, how useless the cash on damage buff is. John posted a screenshot in the update log showing this, and I'm genuinely depressed. The boost only gave you 10,000 extra dollars, which is not even that much. By the time you get something like that late game, Golden Mobster does one ability and makes all that money. Farm, you go one wave past and it makes all that money. Even normal Mobster, you just use one ability and makes all that money. It's genuinely terrible for how expensive it is. And the damage boost is so bad, it's not even, like, funny. It's actually just depressing. I think this should either be buffed or straight up completely removed and give it a buff to compensate. Although this tower already needs a substantial buff. Now to the main problem I have, which is the overall design and gameplay of this tower. This tower's concept is genuinely so bad, I don't even know how to fix it. Usually in these videos, I have a way that I like to give the devs maybe to fix the tower, give them at least an idea of how to fix it, but this one is genuinely so bad, I don't know what to do with it. I originally was going to think, oh, just make it give money in increments, but then I was like, no, that's just going to be a worse farm. So, I think it's just terrible. It's either going to be way too broken because it makes way too much money at the end of waves on top of making it every few seconds, or it's terrible because you have to waste a ton of the game doing absolutely nothing but sitting there and waiting for it to make you money when you could have been better off by just using farm or golden mobster. This makes the tower feel obsolete, useless, especially if you think that, like, especially considering the fact that you can only place down 3 oil derricks that do no damage and cost hundreds of thousands to max combined. I think this tower is straight up flawed from the beginning. It feels like a way for John to farm premium payouts by keeping players in the game for as long as possible, rather than making like a genuinely useful and unique tower. So, I don't know, it's just it's so terribly designed. If you guys have any idea how to fix this, you can comment down below, but I genuinely have no idea without, like, it making it way too broken or completely destroying the idea of the tower. So, in conclusion, I think Oil Derrick is one of the worst designed towers in any TD game, on par with On-Release Engineer before it had the Sentry Shield. This tower is so bad, I genuinely have no clue how to make it balanced without completely remaking the tower from the ground up. This is quite sad for the tower that was supposed to power creep farm, but ended up being a terrible, slow tower that no one should ever buy unless you already have all the towers in the game. Anyways, that's all I really have to say. I hope you all have an amazing day, and for the love of God, if you are a new player, do not buy Oil Derrick. Please do not buy Oil Derrick. Anyway, see ya.